Hey, it's Molly. Welcome back to my channel as we're going to discuss the Cancer new moon happening on July 5th, 2024 at 6:57 p.m. That's Eastern time. So be sure and adjust for your time zone. The Cancer new moon is occurring at 14 degrees of Cancer, where the sun and the moon are conjunct as they are once a month, and it's at 14 degrees of Cancer, 23 minutes. This is the degree point you would identify in your chart. You do not need to have any planets or points in Cancer. In fact, we all have all 360 degrees of the astrological wheel in our chart. So you identify 14 degrees, 23 minutes, as this is where a new beginning is coming to life for you in the Cancer areas of your chart. Cancer is associated with where you go at the end of the day, where you need to rest and recuperate or take a break, where you check in on yourself, on your energy, on how you're feeling. You listen to what you're feeling and what is happening in your own internal world. Cancer is a private internal understanding of what you need. And the mature, aware Cancer energies are in tune with this regularly, where you're checking in on what you're sensing, on what you're feeling. When you're tired, you take a break. When you're invigorated, you trust the energy to carry you forward. When you are doing too much, when you're overgiving, when you are over accommodating, or the energy is going outside of yourself to your own detriment, this Cancer energy is where you then allow yourself to receive, to take care of yourself, and allow that to be something that you can trust for yourself. So with this particular Cancer new moon, we are being guided to trust what feels correct for us now and allow this to establish a new way of working with our energy on a regular basis. Cancer is about your home base, where you go to feel safe and secure. It relates to the people who are in your immediate environment, which is often family, but it can be anyone you live with, which is part of Cancer. It's who you share space with and energy with regularly. So that could even be roommates or other people that are in your home environment. This is a time to come back into yourself and be receptive. Cancer is about receiving messages, receiving energy that fills you up, fills up your own cup, and allows you to then trust the flow forward. And with this particular new moon, there could be something that you're seeing or understanding that's been out of balance, and now you are doing that emotional reset. And the messages are going to be quite personal and strong because the moon is in its home sign of Cancer. And the moon is actually stronger here, stronger than the sun. Now, next month, when the sun is in Leo, the sun will be in its home sign and be more dominant. But this is a time to tap into your internal feminine self and what feels correct for you that the moon wants you to connect with. Cancer is also about how we establish trusting connections, how we feel safe with others, how we allow them to know us, how we open up to understand who is safe, who you can be perhaps more vulnerable with, more raw with, and where you're at in those connections in your life. So this particular new moon could also be showing you what connections or attachments are healthy and equally supportive. It could also show you which ones are not, where perhaps you're being pushed by the universe here to be clearer in what your needs are and how you open up and share those needs with a sense of understanding that your needs are worthy too. Because the Cancer energy can be so used to giving, accommodating, serving, offering, that at the end of the day, there could be a hidden resentment, bitterness, or something under the surface that the Cancer energy hides and retracts into when you're aware that it is not reciprocal. So this would be a great time to establish those reciprocal connections and to be aware of what you need. And whether that comes from someone else or simply within yourself, this is about coming back to home base, which is your energy field, and to listen to what you need that would support your energy now. Now, I feel this energy is extra strong with this Venus also in Cancer, where she is kind, soft, giving, and loving. She's also very private. And these three planets, these three energies in Cancer, are each interacting with a trine to Saturn, retrograde in Pisces at 19 degrees, and this Neptune also newly retrograde in Pisces at 29 degrees. These are also private, internal, quieter energies now. And that's something you could be feeling you need more of, that you want more space to listen and receive the cosmic messages coming through your intuition. And with both of these planets moving very slowly since they just stationed retrograde, they are holding court here at 19 and 29 degrees of Pisces respectively. And that means that as this new lunar cycle unfolds, the moon, the sun, and Venus are each going to make an exact trine to both Saturn and Neptune. And this is the energy not only of that watery flow and trusting what you're feeling, but there's a level of exhale, relax, and leaning back here that's really important, where you're not trying to force the river. There is a desire to just go with the flow. I feel this too as what you need to calm yourself, calm the nervous system, calm any fears, calm the emotional body. I'm feeling this as a very gentle, soft influence of relaxing into where the universe wants to support you and take care of you when you're really in touch with what you need now. And so this Cancer new moon in the United States, it's falling right after the 4th of July holiday. And you could be seeking more calm and quiet. You don't want to hear any more fireworks. You don't want any more parties or gatherings or big celebrations. There could be something here where you just want to be in your own little world and feel that you're coming back home to yourself to tune into what your energy needs. Very private, very internal. Now, you can also see here that the Venus, Sun, and Moon energies are also connecting to the two planets in Taurus. Mars at 19 degrees of Taurus is steady and strong, determined, stays the course, and is very patient. There's a patience here to simply accepting this is where I'm at, this is what I want, this is what I'm focused on. Slow and steady wins the race. And this Mars could help you be tempering anything that normally you would feel perhaps impatient around. But that's going to change as this Mars has this incoming conjunction to Uranus at 25 degrees of Taurus, nearly 26 degrees. And Uranus is in new territory right now. So Uranus is opening up new territory in Taurus that is disruptive and shocking. And here comes Mars that triggers this energy even more. So even though this new moon has that calming influence of quiet and peace, it's not going to last for long. As Mars comes into the picture, conjunct Uranus, stirs up shocking surprises, big news, has instability here that throws things off, really highlights curveballs and unexpected last-minute decisions and actions. This Taurus energy, because it isn't as grounded as Taurus prefers, I feel that this energy is very important right now, especially because Taurus is at the apex, the middle points of the planets in Cancer and the planets in Pisces. We have the Taurus energy that's changing things up, but the water signs are allowing us to trust that it's moving somewhere, that things are moving into a new space that we can't see. And perhaps a part of our especially our physical selves, our bodies, are feeling this. We're feeling the reverberations of big change in the air, in the mixed, especially within the unity consciousness, that Uranus is awakening. Uranus is the planet of awakening. So here we have strong Taurus energy asking us to look at, what do you want? What's important to you? Where are you being required to make some big life changes? And then the planets, again, in Cancer and in Pisces, are allowing us to trust those changes as they unfold. There is more of a passive energy here, where it's not inserting yourself as much. It's kind of letting things move through and play out. Even just not, when you get agitated or triggered here, there's a part of you that will check in and really want to get clear on, is this best for me? Is this how I want to use my energy? So it does feel like through this time period in July, with a strong focus here on these feminine energies, we are understanding more of how we use our energy, how we want to use our energy, and then the necessity of stepping back, taking a break, and allowing things to just flow without getting too attached or too connected to a particular direction or outcome. Now, this could actually feel well-timed because we have this Mercury in Leo moving away from the opposition to Pluto at 1 degree of Aquarius retrograde. And as Mercury moves away, there's things that you are seeing in a new light and in a different way. This opposition between Mercury and Pluto has opened up more possibilities and potentials, as well as revealed where the energy was too small, too selfish, perhaps too limited. And the opposition from Pluto is the incoming cosmic consciousness rays, where there's something that needs to come through and land in the mind, in the field of possibilities that perhaps you weren't considering. And so there's an opening here where Pluto opposing the planets in Leo at first feels like a weakening. It's breaking. It's weakening me. It's working against me. But it's more of an awakening to more that you didn't see or consider. And so as Mercury moves away from that direct opposition, Mercury then will trine this north node in Aries, now at 10 degrees, and is going to open up some pathways into what you want next. Decisions and choices that are new and fresh and offer something different that you're ready to say yes to. And then this Mercury is also going to be making a sextile here to Jupiter, 9 degrees of Gemini, and this is quite spontaneous and fun. So I think that this Mercury is going to lighten up and have more energy and more things coming to fruition that will give you some new things to play with, work with, think about, consider, and also return optimism to whatever the Pluto opposition destroyed or shut down. Now, I did want to mention as well that this Venus is in a square to Chiron at 23 degrees of Aries. Chiron is moving very slowly because Chiron will station retrograde the end of the month, July 27th. And so there's a square here between Chiron and Venus in Cancer, which heightens sensitivity. Feeling extra sensitive during the Cancer new moon, feeling like something is personal. And so that could also be where you're just needing to come back to center, move some feelings or energies through you, let it go. Don't let it be too wounding, don't let it go too deep or anything, but just allow this to be one more message from the universe that it's time to take a break and tend to yourself and listen to what your heart needs, which is a big part of the Cancer energy as well. It's what the heart seeks that feels good, that feels loving and comforting. And that could be a theme that comes up for you here during this Cancer new moon, is that you're understanding, I need more of this in my life. This is what feels good to me. This is what supports me. This is also something that strengthens my emotional container, which is Cancer, how you hold emotions, how you hold energies. But every water sign needs a filter, needs a drain, so that you're not holding or containing what is actually outdated or no longer serving you. Cancer can bring up energies from the past, things from your childhood and first impressions, those memories that show up out of the blue and you're like, where'd this come from? I haven't thought about that in years. And it could be that it's in your emotional container. And this new moon could be guiding you to drain what you're holding so that you don't have to carry it or contain it. It's become a soggy sponge. And you're looking at how the water can run clear. What needs to be cleared out, purified? What needs to be cleaned up here? And not only the Cancer areas of your chart, but your own emotional world. What are you holding on to or connected to from the past that has just become basically water weight? It's just water weight. It's too heavy. It's too much. It needs to be wringed out. It needs to be released. And that could be one gift you give yourself during the Cancer new moon, is a reset in what you're carrying and holding, and also a focus on self-care that allows you to step back, to relax, to be receptive. Keep in mind, this is the Cancer new moon that begins the correct lunar cycle, meaning this new moon leads to our second Capricorn full moon on July 21st at 29 degrees of Capricorn. This is the beginning of not only resetting in the Cancer areas of your chart, but it's meant to lead you forward to what the Capricorn energies want to declare, the next goals, the next level of direction or achievements. It's almost like the more you care for yourself right now, the more energy you're going to have for what the Capricorn full moon is highlighting and illuminating for you to take care of or to work on 2 weeks later. So this is an important new moon. It's the lunar reset, and it's helping you get in alignment with what you need now, what you want now, and to let go of the rest. And you could feel that in a big way, especially if you have strong Cancer or strong Pisces energies. You could feel like, I'm ready to let this go. This chapter, this experience, whatever you've been holding on to. There's something here that is helping you move forward. And it does require emotional honesty. So as always, I hope a part of this resonates. I hope this supports you with what you're feeling around the Cancer new moon on July 5th. And I'll be back to discuss the Capricorn full moon very soon. Wishing you a beautiful journey into July, and I'll connect with you soon.